Lie on your back in supported rest position with your knees bent and your feet on the floor. Take 3 deep inhales and exhales to ground yourself before a pretty active session. We'll be focusing on rocking, so there will be a lot of moving around. Your vestibular system will be engaged, so take this time just to settle yourself into your body. Begin movement by tucking one knee into your chest and then the other. Keep the rest of your body still. Just march your legs right and left 3 times per side. We'll add on to that by pulling one knee into your chest, grab your shin and tug it into yourself. Hold for just a few counts and then switch to the other side. Pull your other leg in by grabbing your shin and bringing it into your chest. Now take some bridges. We'll start just easy, simple. You don't need to bring your hips to full height. Just start engaging through the backs of your legs. We'll take 5 of these just to prepare your strength because you'll hold them up after those and march your feet just like you did at the beginning. So drive one knee towards your chest and then the other, but in a half lifted bridge position. Take 3 per side and then settle your hips back to the floor. Bring both knees up to your chest. Grab your hamstrings first and then tuck and round everything so you're in a ball. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, pull your knees in towards your chest, and rock side to side. And then you can switch your grip and grab onto your shins just for a last little effort before tucking and rocking up to your tailbone and back onto your shoulders. Take several here in one direction, and then we'll start doing some rotational rocking. As you rock back, swivel your hips one direction and make yourself turn like the directions of a compass. When you've gone 360 degrees, rock back and swivel your hips the other direction so you make your way back to where you started. From there, rock all the way up to bent sit now. Grab your shins and tuck yourself into a ball, but in a seated position. After you've done 3 into a bent sit position, you can rock all the way up to a squat. Use your hands on the ground for assistance as needed, and feel free to reach forward into your squat for a little extra action. Rock yourself up now to a side sit and take 5 reaches up in that seated position to prepare your hips to rock up and into that position in just a moment. So reach 5 different directions, and then you'll rock back and switch to the other side, rock up to a side sit, and take 5 reaches from there. You can reach in 5 different directions or 5 times in the same direction. It's up to you. Again, this is just to get your hips comfortable in this position. And then you'll rock back and take figure 4 sit or a crouch, and we'll do the same thing. So rock yourself up and over your heel with one foot planted on the floor. And take 5 reaches, again, in any direction. It's just to have familiarity with this position. And you'll switch to the other side, rock up to a crouch, sit on your heel with the other leg planted on the floor in a deep bend. Take 5 active reaches. And then we'll go through rocking to a side sit and switch to the other side. And you're just going to alternate right and left, rocking back and then up into your side sit. I want the focus, we haven't talked about it yet, but for all the rocking that you'll be doing for the rest of the session, keep yourself in a tight ball as you rock back and up to your side sits, and now switching into a rock up to crouch. So especially on this one, since your legs are a little bit more separated from your body, it's easy to kind of flail back into your rock. So keep your legs tucked as you rock back, your calves close to your hamstrings and your quads close to your belly. After you've done 3 per side of those, then you can rock and just take your rocks back to a bent sit, and we'll sort of reverse engineer class, taking some elements in to play again as we make our way back to the floor. From your floor now, come back through your bridges and march your legs right and left. We've been in this tucked position a lot, so you might have just a little bit more range in your march. You might not. And then plant on the ground and pull one shin into your chest. Take a couple breaths. And then switch to the other side. Pull your other knee into your chest and breathe. And then we'll come into just as hips on the ground, march your knees into your chest, one at a time, until you get 3 per side. After you've got your 3 per side, then bring your knees into your chest, hug your shins, grab everything and squeeze, round everything in as tightly as you can, and then you'll release open into your final resting position with your legs straight, splayed out, your arms open out to the sides, and just taking some restorative breaths from a very active session.